Hello everyone and welcome to week 2, day 3 of Beyond Résolutions. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à semaine 2, jour 3 de Au-delà des résolutions, le défi pour faire des changements durables durant l'année. Today we're going to be doing some mobility. I have my 3 brand ambassadors here with me who are going to give us all sorts of alternatives, and please make sure that you feel free to comment if ever we miss something or you could use a different modification for each of these stretches. Et alors aujourd'hui j'ai mes 3 ambassadeurs de marque Fac en Forme avec moi. On va faire de la mobilité aujourd'hui et on va vous démontrer plein d'options pour chaque mouvement ou chaque position qu'on va tenir. Alright everyone, we're going to get started with the world's greatest stretch. The world's greatest stretch is done from all fours position, so let's get there now. Okay, so we're going to be in an all fours position à 4 pattes. We're going to bring one foot beside the hand. Okay, now from here, if you want to bring your knee backwards and your foot forwards, feel free to do that. I want everyone to inhale, and as you exhale, bring your elbow down towards the instep. Good, another inhale, and as you exhale, rotate that arm up towards the ceiling. Exactement. Good. And another inhale, and as you exhale, bring that elbow down again. Good, inhale, and exhale, rotate. Not much of a modification for this one. This one really you just work within your range of motion. So if you can't rotate as far as these guys, just rotate, maybe have your hand on your knee to help push a little bit. Inhale and exhale, rotate down again. Okay, et on veut aller chercher soit ce que Marc-André fait, soit que vous mettez votre main à travers, en dessous de vos côtes, ou bien vous cherchez l'intérieur du pied. So you want to reach through your arm or get the elbow as close to the inside of your foot as possible. Another deep breath and reach high. Very good. And once again, inhale and exhale down towards the knee, towards the foot. Good. Place both hands on the floor in front of you now. Then I want you to sit back on your heel. Asseyez-vous sur le talon, allongez la jambe en avant. Allez à votre maximum. Okay? Just go to your maximum. Whatever that is for you. Sit back as far as you can. As long as you feel a stretch in your hamstrings. On le sent dans les ischios? Oui. Okay. Good. And then come forward again. Take a deep breath. And then sit back one more time. Et on fait de notre mieux, mais on essaye de ne pas nous blesser en faisant ça, c'est juste un étirement. Okay? Et coming forward again, back to the neutral position. Ok, on revient vers l'avant. Et une troisième fois, grande respiration. Et en expirant, repoussez vos fesses vers l'arrière pour étirer au maximum votre ischio-jambier. Et si vous voulez vous redresser et juste vous tenir comme dos droit, en étirant cette ischio, faites comme vous voulez. And then coming forward again, on revient vers l'avant, on plie le genou en avant et on change de jambe. So come on, we're going to change leg. So come on back to that neutral position on all fours, à 4 pattes, et on amène l'autre genou en avant. Okay, we're going to bring the other knee forward. Good. So once again, inhale, and as we exhale, drop that elbow down towards the floor, or like you can see Marc-André is reaching underneath through, kind of like a quadricep reach through that we did last week. Good, nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, rotate up, reaching for the sky. I see we have the queen of mobility right here. Okay, she's got that 90 degree, her back, or her arms are parallel to her shin right now. It's awesome. Okay, inhale and exhale, reaching elbow down towards the floor. Okay, mobility so important, right? Especially if you're finding yourself stiff in these positions, if you're finding these positions uncomfortable, so important to work at this. Another inhale and exhale, rotate towards the ceiling. I believe this is number 3 as well, isn't it? I'm the coach. I should know. Second time. Okay, good. Thank you. Good insight. Okay, deep breath. And drop that elbow down in towards the instep one last time. Okay, and what you may be able to see on one of the angles, Danielle is kicking her knee out to the side to allow her arm to come forward. Feel free to do that if your mobility allows. Okay, encore une fois, grande respiration et rotation. On retourne vers le haut. Okay, so we're rotating up towards the sky and holding it. Good. Fait de notre mieux. 3, 2, 1, and now bring that hand back down, or the elbow back down, I'm sorry, into the instep. Très bien. Et 3, 2, 1, on met les deux mains au sol, 2 hands on the floor. Okay, and now inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to sit back and straighten that front leg. Okay, on allonge la jambe en avant en assoyant vers l'arrière. Si on veut nous redresser un petit peu, juste pour contrôler un petit peu plus la tension dans l'ischio-jambier. Faites comme vous pouvez. Do what you can. Okay, come on forward again, back into that neutral position. On vient vers l'avant. Et grande respiration, deep breath. Et on s'assoit à nouveau vers l'arrière. Let's go back again. Stretching that hamstring. Nice job. Good. Deep breath. And coming forward again. Last time. Big deep breath here. Grande respiration. Et assoyez-vous vers l'arrière en étendant votre jambe en avant.
We found our weakness. Hamstrings. Tight hamstrings.
Tight hamstrings. But this is a good sign though. Now you know, okay, my hamstrings are tight. I should probably stretch these a little bit more so that I don't have like a hamstring strain on me while I'm in the middle of my force test, for example. Okay, coming back to the neutral position, on revient à la position neutre et on met les deux genoux au sol. We're going to put both knees down to the floor. Alright, this time we're going to be doing a pigeon stretch, which is very similar to the world's greatest stretch, but instead of bringing our knee on the outside, we're going to bring our knee on the inside. So you can come into a plank position if you'd like first. Bring one foot in front of the opposite knee and then lower your knee back down to the floor. Ok, alors un pied en avant de le genou opposé. Et ce qu'on va faire, on va mettre le haut du pied au sol. On va essayer de baisser au maximum vos hanches. So you're going to try and lower your hips to the max. Okay? Et si vous voulez, on va voir Daniel s'incliner vers l'avant. Oui, if you're able to, you're more than welcome to lean forward over your shin. Okay, again, this is not for everybody, but some people are hypermobile, right? I feel like Danielle might be hypermobile in this position, which in this case, she needs to be careful not to overstretch, but she's in a position where like she's fine. It's not like her legs over towards Marc-André, right? So we're leaning, we're holding. Oh yeah, there we go. We got Marc-André and Roger on their elbows. Now, if you would like a little bit of an increased stretch in your hip glute area, try taking your foot and bringing it forward towards your elbows a little bit. Ok, alors si vous voulez augmenter un petit peu l'intensité, prenez votre pied et avancez-le vers vos coudes ou vers vos mains et vous allez voir le plus que votre tibia est parallèle avec votre clavicule, le plus que vous allez sentir l'étirement.
Je pense que c'est coincé.
Le plus que vous allez coincer, oui c'est ça. Okay, so the more your foot is forward, or the more that your shin is parallel with your clavicle, the more you're gonna feel the intensity of this stretch. Et on voit Marc-André qui fait 2 points en avant de lui. Et ce que je lui suggérais, c'est de respirer. Oui, respirer. Okay, so if you're finding you're like, oh my God, Coach Saul, when are we going to finish? It's not going to be for another 30 seconds still, so breathe is what I would counsel you. Okay, breathe through this.
Vous savez que les 30 secondes à sauce, c'est complètement différent.
Ouais, c'est ça. My 30 seconds is not like everyone's 30 seconds. Okay, grande respiration. Il nous reste 10 secondes. 10 secondes. Allez au-dessus de votre tibia, ok? Essayez de ne pas tomber du côté. Try not to fall to the side, even though it's tense. 3, 2, 1. come on back, redressez-vous, sit up first, put your hands in front of you, get your bum up a little bit, then come back to that plank position and switch legs. Ok? Alors on va changer de jambe, alors revenez doucement, lentement, tranquillement aux planches et on met l'autre jambe en avant, alors on met le pied en avant du genou, on baisse au maximum les hanches au-dessus du tibia et on replie vers l'avant. Okay, so we're putting our foot in front of the opposite knee. Okay, we're bringing our hips as low as possible, and then we're folding forward. And we're breathing. Okay, we always have one side too that's more flexible than the other, or more stable than the other, or stronger than the other, right? Sometimes doing lunges is better than squatting because we don't realize it, but when we're squatting, we're pushing a lot more with one leg than we are with the other, but we just don't realize because it's a bilateral movement. This is kind of the same thing. If you were to kind of sit cross-legged, you may be like, oh yeah, my hips are equally as tight or equally as pliable. But as soon as you get into the pigeon, it's like, oh, okay, I see that one hip is tighter than the other. Okay, alors c'est vraiment important de faire des étirements ainsi que les exercices de force unipodale. Parce que quand on fait les squats par exemple, on pousse plus avec une jambe que l'autre, mais on ne réalise pas parce que on pousse avec les deux jambes, c'est bipodal, duopodal, je sais pas comment dire.
Tu viens de dire trois mots que j'ai jamais entendus.
Unipodal, c'est un mouvement comme un lunge, un fente. Okay, so c'est important de faire des fentes par exemple parce que ça travaille la jambe sans l'aide de l'autre jambe. Very good. We have another 10 seconds here, making sure we're driving our hips forward and down and bringing that foot forward a little bit if you feel like it. 3, 2, 1. Sit back first. Redressez-vous en premier. Ensuite, reviens dans la position neutre. Okay, so sit back, then come on back into that neutral position on all fours, and you can sit in a kneeling position for a couple seconds. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to rearrange ourselves so that actually we don't even need to rearrange ourselves, just maybe Danielle, if you want to move your mat over this way a little bit, I'm going to kind of lead this one from the front because I don't even want to think about how I would describe it if I wasn't doing it. Yeah. So, everyone, we're going to look at what's called the 90-90 stretch now. So the pigeon stretch that we just did is really going to help that external rotation. We're also going to be working the internal rotation of the hips, which is going to become important in the last exercise, which is more dynamic. Ok, alors on va travailler l'étirement 90-90. On met les pieds en dehors des hanches. So we're putting our feet outside our hips. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to let our knees fall towards the side. And if we notice our foot is underneath the knee, we need to extend because we want 90 degrees in the back, 90 degrees in the front. Okay, 90 entre chaque genou. Ok, on va faire des essuie-glaces. We're going to do some windshield wipers, wiping from one side to the other. Et ce que je veux que vous faites en ce moment, c'est que vous réalisez comment vous vous sentez sur chaque côté. I want you to realize how you feel on both sides. Okay, so think like, okay, on this side, my back hip is really tight. On this side, my back hip is a lot looser, and my front hip is a little bit tight. So maybe I have a right side problem or something like that. Ok, so remarquez comment vous vous sentez en faisant ce mouvement, parce que à la fin, on va revenir à une modification de cet mouvement et on va voir que on sera plus confortable. Okay, so we're going to come back to.
So you have a both side problem.
Yeah, sometimes you have both side problem. Okay. All right, so let's let our knees fall to one side and just choose that side to stick with for a second. Okay, now at this point maybe you don't have 90 degrees, so just like adjust, like I need to come in a little bit here and out a little bit there. Grab your front foot, okay, and I want you to position yourself so that your nose is over your shin. Okay, alors le nez c'est au-dessus du tibia. Now from here we're going to do something called body weight. So we're going to lead with our chin, bring our chin to our chest, and then come on back up. Okay, lead with our chin, chin to our chest, and come on back up. And I want you to imagine that you're floating on the ocean and you're just following the wave. Ok, alors je veux que vous imaginez que vous êtes sur le mer et que vous flottez avec les vagues. donne les sons de l'océan. Very good. All right, now I want you to stop the body waves momentarily. Bring your chest, turn your chest so that your nose is now directed over your toes. Okay? Alors nez au-dessus des orteils, and then we're same thing. It's going to be tighter here. It's going to be tighter, but I want you to again imagine that you're floating on the ocean and just go a little bit shallower and maybe a little bit quicker instead of going deeper. That's okay. That's it. And make sure you're breathing. Good, and relax. Now what I want you to do is come back over your shin again, au-dessus de votre tibia, encore. Baissez votre poitrine. Bring your chest as low as possible. And now I want you to scan from left to right, looking from left to right as you do so. But you're staying low. And what I want you to do here, what are we scanning for? What do I call it a scan? Because you're scanning for any problem areas. Maybe you're going to find like, oh, maybe when I'm over my knee it's a little bit tight. Then all you got to do is just do a couple body waves to loosen that up and then go back to scanning. Ok, alors si vous remarquez pendant que vous scannez pour des problèmes, je remarque que ici au-dessus de mon tibia, il y a un petit tightness, un petit nœud. Alors je vais faire un coupe de onde corporelle pour dévisser un petit peu le nœud. Je ne sais pas si j'utilise des termes familiers ou non. Non?
Moi, ça doit que.
Ouais.
Moi, j'étais en mode scan tout le long parce que j'ai eu des problèmes tout le long.
Ok. On a des hanches serrées ici. Alright, and relax. Stop over your tibia again, and then I want you to do one more body wave. Une onde corporelle de plus, et revenez, redressez-vous. Come on back to the neutral position, and now we're going to switch sides. Okay, so just bring your knees over to the other side. Okay, oh, yeah. Okay, we've just been there for a while. So once again, 90 degrees in the back, 90 degrees in the front. Make those adjustments that you need to. Hand on your foot, chest or over the tibia, or your knee, nose over your tibia, and now let's do those body waves again. So me personally, my right hip, my right glutes to be specific, okay, I'm super tight. So I'm gonna go really shallow here. Before I was like almost brushing my nose against my shin, but in this case I'm going really shallow here. Okay.
This side's looser.
It's looser for you? Oh my gosh, she's going, yeah, the camera's getting that? Okay, good. I think we may have to contact the Guinness Book of World Records here for the most flexible person. There we go. Nice.
Not even close.
Not even, not even close. Yeah, it's okay. Just stick with shallow waves, right? Now we want to work the entire spine here, right? So we don't want to just like, just go up and down with our body. We want to make sure that our chin is on our chest and that our chin is leading us down, and then our chin is on our chest, just like that. Ok, alors on veut l'idée avec le menton et on veut se redresser tranquillement en amenant le menton aux poitrines. Okay, good. Bring the nose over the toes now. Okay, so like readjust, and then again, you're driving that nose towards your toes, or your chin towards your toes. Alors on veut initier le mouvement avec le menton vers les orteils. Et tout en respirant. Everything we're doing, we gotta breathe. Right? Alright, we've come to that part where we scan now. So come on, back over your shin. Lower your body as much as you can. And then I want you to look left and right as you oscillate from one side to the other. Alors, regardez de gauche à droite, tout en basculant de un côté à l'autre. Et pendant que vous scannez, cherchez des endroits plus problématiques ou serrés et desserrer cette c'est ça. Bip, 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 bip. trying not to block our star. Our star in the back here. I'm gonna get up and just let her show off a little bit. That's it. Good. Now keep your chest low. Stay over your tibia. Restez au-dessus de votre tibia. Et redressez-vous en une onde corporelle. So I want you to sit up one more body wave to come back to that neutral position. Now, do you guys remember they had a sneak peek at the workout? Not gonna lie, it's not new for all of them. Remember that technique we were practicing before? That's why before I wanted you to realize how you felt when you were doing the windshield wipers. C'est pour ça que je voulais que vous remarquiez comment vous sentez, parce que maintenant on va mettre ça à pratique, la mobilité qu'on vient juste de faire avec le pigeon et le 90-90. So I want you guys to realize before how you felt in that position, because now we're going to put this into practice. We're going to go from one side and we're actually going to use that mobility that we just created to sit up and then sit back down and then sit up onto the other side on our shin. These guys are going to demonstrate. Follow along at home. We'll do 5 on each side, okay? So left or right doesn't matter. I'm just going to count it out. Ready? And 1. And sit up. Use your hands if you need to. And 2. On change de bord. We're changing sides now. And boom, nice. And 3. Over to the other side. Yes, good. And 4. Switching again. That's it. And 5. See this? Roger's using his hands to get to the other side. That's perfect. Someone with tight hips like me needs to do that. 6. Other side. That's it. 7. So we're almost like a pigeon pose, but this time it's like 90 degrees. That was 7, which is now 8. Okay. Good job, Coach Saul, learning how to count. Nice. 9, over to the other side. There we go. Bam, good. And 10, last time. Here we go. And boom. Nice job. And now let's sit back down in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you. And you know what you can also do is you can also lay down. Okay, if you want to. Nobody has to. Yeah, okay, there we go. So if you want to lay down, great. Si vous voulez vous coucher au sol, c'est très bien. C'est comme vous voulez, parce qu'on vient juste de travailler. Des fois, la mobilité s'agit de bouger, de déplacer. Ça prend de l'effort. Okay, so sometimes mobility means that we need to work a little bit. It takes a little bit more effort than just these passive stretches that we do sometimes. Oui. Pour Marc-André, c'est plus facile de faire les burpees. Je pense que vous préférez. I think you guys prefer to do this than burpees.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mais Marc-André, il est fou un petit peu. Il aime les burpees. Ok, bravo tout le monde. Je suis fier de vous. Je sais que mes ambassadeurs de marque sont les ambassadeurs de marque sont fiers de vous. Okay, I know my brand ambassadors are happy to have you as well. Thank you very much for participating in this mobility. Week 2 is done. On to week 3, everyone. See you then. Don't forget to find the mystery word and enter it in the link in the description for your chance to win some awesome calf fitness prizes. N'oubliez pas d'aller guetter le mot mystère pour pouvoir gagner des prix fac en forme en entrant le mot mystère dans le lien qui se trouve dans la description.